know there's an entire hidden land in Disney's Animal Kingdom? I'll show you. There's an Animal Kingdom land that you can only get to via train. You have to take a ride to get there. And there's a lot of really cool stuff out there that you might not have seen before, especially since you might not even know it exists. Today we are headed for a full tour of Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is a very cool area that's about a mile from the rest of Animal Kingdom Park. You do have to take a train to get there, and a lot of people skip it because it's a hassle to get out there, and a lot of people just don't know what it offers. But I'm going to show you today. This is definitely a more interesting land here in Animal Kingdom. It's definitely not mainstream. You can find the entrance to the train that will take you to Rafiki's Planet Watch in the Africa section of the park. You just head kind of over here in this corner, find the big old sign for Rafiki's Planet Watch, and then head towards the Wildlife Express. You might not be thinking this is the most exciting land in Animal Kingdom, and no, it doesn't have any thrill rides, but what it does have are a lot of very, very cool, very unique opportunities, and I definitely want to show it to you. You definitely want to watch this video because you probably don't know about all of them, unlike the really major attractions like Expedition Everest or everything in Pandora. So I'm headed here on the Wildlife Express from Harambe Railway Station. It'll take us to Conservation Station, which is part of Rafiki's Planet Watch. And get this is actually a free backstage behind the scenes tour of Disney's Animal Kingdom. There are lots of ways that guests can go behind the scenes at Disney World, but most of them cost a lot of money. This one, completely free, and we get to see behind the scenes of Kilimanjaro Safaris, one of the most popular attractions in this park. Like the rest of Animal Kingdom, this station is immaculately themed. Honestly, a great place for photo ops, even if you don't want to take the train out to Harambe Station. It looks like a real African train station. We'll be on that train soon. At the train, there's a lot of posters of like different nature shows that you can see on Disney Plus right now, and it's just kind of like cute shady station out here. Now just a heads up, if you don't want to head to Rafiki's Planet Watch, you can still get that fun free behind the scenes tour and just stay on the train when you get here and take it right back around. We of course have exploring to do, so we are not doing that. There are a lot of super fun hidden secret spots here in Rafiki's Planet Watch that you would never know about if you don't hop on the Wildlife Express and come out here. So I'm really excited to show them to you today. This is also perhaps one of the best ways to escape the crowds in the Animal Kingdom. If you hang back for just a second after the train pulls away, you pretty much have it to yourself. So the pedestrian trail that leads you out to Conservation Station is called Habitat Habit. It's got a bunch of cute little exhibits where you can learn more about animals. Awesome for kiddos. It's more like a true museum than a lot of other things in Disney World. And if you want to get all your Wilderness Explorer badges, you're definitely going to want to make a trek out here because one of the Wilderness Explorer spots is located right here by Habitat Habit. Rafiki! He's telling me to go this way. Can't disobey Rafiki. He knows a lot. I'll also say, Animal Kingdom in general is typically around 10 degrees hotter than the other theme parks because the dense vegetation has made something of a rainforest effect in the park. There's a lot of shade, which is really nice. However, Rafiki's Planet Watch is not 10 degrees hotter. I felt immediately cooler as soon as I got off the train here, and it is a relief. Butterflies? I don't see any out right now. Also, butterflies kind of scare me, but in a pretty way. All right, we're here. Conservation Station. So one, seriously, talk about an escape from the crowds. It's not a super busy day here at Animal Kingdom, but it's not slow, and there's nobody out here. I have a lot of really fun memories from being a kid and coming out to Conservation Station, and that's for one very good reason that makes this area of the park one of the best areas for little ones. We head over here, and this one's special because this is Affection Section, Disney World's only petting zoo. There also is an animal encounter out here today. I seem to have missed it, and it's not listed on the times guide, so it's a tricky one. And that takes place at this little stage right over here. There's a Komodo dragon here, up and about. These guys are so scary. Hi, buddy. You look like a dinosaur. There's a little gopher tortoise in here, chilling in his little hutch. Now in the past there was actually a merchandise location out here called Out in the Wild or Out of the Wild. As you can see, it's been replaced with just some tables for now, but that may return, who knows. It's just a couple of merch stands when it is here. And then you've got some snacks from the vending machine, some sodas from the vending machine. You definitely don't want to come out here to eat because there are no dining locations out here in Rafiki's Planet Watch, although there is one that's not for guests. I'll explain later. Right now, petting zoo, man. I'm gonna pet a goat. So the animals do have this entire area to wander. Now it is hot today, like super hot. So most of them are hanging out in the shade. Donkeys, just like in Shrek. I bet you it's lunchtime or dinner time for him. I like how goats just like to stand on stuff. I just learned that goats have a 4-barrel stomach, which is why they have kind of a barrel shape to them and seem like they're a little chubbier, but they're not chubby. Your kid can ride Flight of Passage all day, but I almost guarantee they're gonna like this better. I almost like it better. That's not true, but I kind of like it. There are also some sleepy piggies over here. Piggy on the go. Piggy on the move. Hi, Piggy. Sleepy Piggy. He's snoring. That's so cute. So I got an up-close animal counter. I'm literally touching him. Can't get this anywhere else in Animal Kingdom. This cow's name is Gabby. And she's so sweet.
This is Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
14-year-old shiny woods cow. So they're a smaller species of cow. And well, as the males and females will have the horns. She's so sweet.
Hi, Gabby. They can run this whole area. They do run this whole area. So definitely a must stop if you've got little animal-loving kiddos. So Rafiki's Planet Watch takes you backstage and lets you touch some of the Animal Kingdom animals without any extra fees. Pretty big bonus. But I'm gonna head inside. 1, air conditioning. 2, lots of other cool stuff. Come on. So this is Conservation Station proper, the building, and there's a lot to see in here, like way more than you'd expect. So let's take a look around. There are lots of cast members who can talk to you a little bit about the animals and teach you more things. One of my favorite things about Animal Kingdom is every time I come here, I learn something new. Somehow, there's always new facts to learn from the cast members. And this is kind of a more true museum, again, than anywhere you'll find in Disney World elsewhere. There's also more animals in here, and the behind-the-scenes stuff doesn't end. So this is the Nutrition Center, which is actually where they develop the diets and meals of the animals here in Animal Kingdom. You can see examples of the kind of food they'll eat. You can even ask a nutritionist questions. I asked if any animals have special diets, and he said that, of course, some of them do just by the nature of their digestive systems, and then some specific animals will even be, just like a human being, allergic to, like, mango. They have an animal who's allergic to mango, so it's pretty cool. You can learn about that stuff out here, and you can see a lot of like really cool animal skull specimens on that back wall. The nutritionist is explaining that they feed the animals here more vegetables than fruit because in the wild vegetables are more plentiful and common for animals than fruit, so it's better for their diet to eat more vegetables. Again, I didn't know that. I just learned it. I'm having so much fun. I love the conservation station. There are some more animals in here too as well, like snakes. I'm a big snake fan. This one's super, is it long or is it multiple snakes? I think it's long. So maybe you saw It's Tough to Be a Bug in my tour of Discovery Island, and if not, you should go give that one a watch. But here we've got the blue death feigning beetle. They probably play dead better than your dog. The giant thorny walking stick. Oh my gosh, there he is. Oh, I'm scared of bugs. Unlike snakes. Look at that tarantula. One time when I was in elementary school, we had a class pet tarantula named Charlotte, and my teacher was walking around holding Charlotte on his hand, and Charlotte walked off of his hand and landed on the ground and exploded on my backpack. And that's not why I'm scared of spiders, but it could be. This is the giant prickly stick. Those are scary. I have the heebie-jeebies. But the next room's the reptiles, so I feel a little more comfy over here. A little desert rosy boa snake. So cute. Plaited leaf chameleons. Do you see any? You can also literally catch people, cast members taking care of the animals in here. The blue-tongued skink, I'm sure, has gotten some great attention. Oh, he's so big. Oh man, the Chinese crocodile lizard. Less scary than real crocodiles or alligators. There's also an amphibian room. You can definitely catch cast members taking care of the amphibians as well. What is that? A two-toed amphibia. What? If you missed the edutainment of Epcot, you gotta come out to Conservation Station because this is true edutainment at its finest. I'm learning so much, and I'm just hanging out in here for a little bit. Now, for the coolest part of Conservation Station, there is actually the veterinary laboratory where you can actually catch procedures being done on the Animal Kingdom animals in here for you to see. You can watch, you can ask cast members questions. Today they're doing barn calls to take care of the animals, so don't get to catch any today, but definitely worth a stop. Seeing one of these procedures in action is insanely cool and insanely informative and educational too about animals. And then just next door we've got the Science Center, which is where they are actually legitimately studying animals' hormones, animal behaviors, and things like that to learn more about how we can conserve and protect different species. So we have actual working behind the scenes areas that you can just come check out and ask questions about and learn a lot from. Edutainment at its finest. Definitely a really cool draw to Rafiki's Planet Watch. And there's an attraction out here too. Rafiki's Planet Watch is also home to the animation experience at Conservation Station. This is where you can actually learn to draw a Disney character based on a real life animal right here from a real Disney animator. It's super cool, and I think we should test out my drawing skills. The animals that you draw in this class do change out all the time, and there are pictures on the wall of animators animating from actual animal models, like here, Walt Disney probably working on Bambi with some real deer. I've actually never done this, and you do get to keep your drawings, so I'm super, super excited to do the animation experience. It's in the air conditioning, so we're drawing Pua today from Moana. I'm so excited. This back area also, Hidden Grandmother Willow, this used to be the attraction. It was like Grandmother Willow's experience. I have very vivid memories of this from being a little kid, so I actually had no idea it was still here until I just walked by it just now, so memories. Did it. I drew Pua. I think it's pretty good. That animation experience was super fun. It was just 25 minutes. It was a super great way to spend the day. Now, one very big thing about Rafiki's Planet Watch is it does typically close way before the park does. It's 5 right now and it's closing. So if you want to head out to Rafiki's Planet Watch, make sure you catch a train before the last train. Today, with it closing at 5, the last train was 4:30, but you can definitely find out with signage around the entrance to the Wildlife Express train. And on the way out, you can check out the Pollination Garden with all the pretty wildflowers. I even see a hummingbird. Wow. And you can check out a map of the national parks, which is pretty cool too. During the animation experience, I also got to learn a little bit about the development of Pua in Moana, where Pua was going to be in more of the movie, but for Moana to have that sort of really dramatic moment at the end, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie, she needed to be alone for that. So they took Pua out of the boat ride and they took a lot of the intelligence away from Heihei. So if you look at the early character art for Heihei, he looks like a very smart rooster, which is not how he ended up. You remember the little pigs we saw in the petting zoo earlier? Those pigs are actually the exact same type of pig as Pua, and the animators on Moana came here to the Animal Kingdom petting zoo to study those pigs. And one of them is actually the model for Pua. Now, that piggy was a lot smaller when they drew Pua because that was a while ago, but it's pretty cool, right? It's so cool. Got to see the real life Pua the pig today. Rafiki's Planet Watch has also been home to some character meet and greets over the years, so that's not currently the case, but it could be. Keep an eye on all ears to learn more about returning character meet and greets, especially into the summer. Now there's only one thing left to do in our very tiny hidden gem of a land. I'm pretty excited about it because it's more behind the scenes. Yep, it's time to head back out on the Wildlife Express train. We're just waiting here for it to come now. Me and Pua head back out. But your trip out on the Wildlife Express is going to be a little bit different than the trip in was. I'll show you. behind the scenes little mini tour, free animal encounter. I actually got to pet a pig. That's not important, but I pet a pig and a free souvenir that I made myself. AKA Rafiki's Planet Watch is a delight. It's totally hidden. And if you have missed out on it, I hope that you get to go next time. Bye, Rafikis! If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And now, go watch my tour of Discovery Island. See you there!